everybody, and welcome to Leaf Academy's Lesson Plan Series. My name is D. Scott Schwartz, otherwise known as the School Doc, right here on social media. This is episode 1, How to Begin. So let's get started. Let's jump into a curriculum map because that's the first thing we need to do. So here I have an example of a curriculum map, and so I want you to take a look at it. We're going to review it a little bit together. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to look at what you're going to look at when you look at your curriculum map. And if you don't have one right now, press pause on this video, go find your curriculum maps and go pull them in. So most curriculum maps are going to have something right here that we see, the essential questions. Then they're going to have the enduring understandings, maybe a big picture, maybe a big idea, and then you're always going to have students will learn something, okay? So what we're going to do, this happens to be a kindergarten reading unit, and this is the last unit of the year, and that's what I want you to do. I want you, when you get your curriculum maps, I want you to go to the very last map of the year. And the reason is because you need to understand where do the students need to end up. Does that make sense? So it doesn't matter where you begin the year, it matters where they end up, because that's where you're teaching to. Think of everything you do in your classroom as a teaching journey. The students are going from A to B. So you need to know what B is so that you can work your way backwards to find out, okay, where do I start? Now, for kindergarten, it sounds simple, right? Except that I want you to look at this curriculum map with me because I want to know whether or not you know what the students are going to know by the end of the year. So here you go. This is just the first enduring understanding. Knowing how to apply phonetic principles, context clues, structural analysis, and spelling patterns can help them figure out unfamiliar words while reading. Does that really tell you how well they're reading? Does that tell you where the students are and what they're going to be able to handle in first grade? Not really. It's just a bunch of esoteric, intellectual, academic terms. But what you need to know as the teacher, especially for kindergarten, first grade, second grade, third grade, fourth grade, and fifth grade, is where are the students going to be at the end of the year? For reading, you need to know how many vocabulary words will they know across the entire school year. So yeah, that's a big deal. How many words are you learning so that you can then plan them out week by week by week? If you don't understand what's happening overall, again, what's called a scope, then it's very difficult to teach. And this is what's happening every single year in classrooms, is the teachers are getting lost in the curriculum. And imagine if you're getting lost, how do the students feel? So I want you to be able to do this for me. I want you to get the curriculum maps for your grade level or for your subject area, get them all. So if you're teaching multiple classes, so if you're an elementary teacher, you're teaching English, math, science, and social studies, I want you to get all the maps. If you're teaching 6th grade through 12th grade, but you're teaching one subject, but you have multiple years, I want you to get all the maps. Okay, I want you to go to the last map of every year, and then I want you also to pull out the standards. If you remember the last graphic, it said curriculum map, standards, and get organized. I want you to be organized. That's the most important thing. As we start to lesson plan, the more organized you are, as you can already see, this is really complicated. Unfortunately, it doesn't need to be this complicated, but the toxic K-12 culture has made it overly complicated for no reason. So I want to make this simpler for you to understand. So get the maps, get the standards, and get ready to be organized. Now, what I want you to do is in episode 2, which is coming up next, we're going to actually learn how to read these maps, right? Okay. Now, before we get there, I want to tell you all about the Teacher Network. Teacher Network, and I'm glad you asked. So it is the largest network of teachers in North America and is going to do several things for you. One, it's going to help teachers make more money. Two, it's going to help connect teachers across North America. And three, it's going to help you defeat the toxic K-12 culture. Yes, the same culture that's ruining your day, the same culture that's making you suffer, the same culture that's gaslighting you. I am tired of the toxic culture ruining teaching and ruining schools across this country. So what I want you to do, and I hope that you will do, is consider joining the Teacher Network and becoming part of the largest network of teachers across North America.